Hello, and welcome back to Silksong. It's been a week since I last played, and I inspected the footage from the previous recordings, and I noticed that some of the visual bugs that you can maybe see flickering on the screen right now were in-game textures that were kind of misplaced. So that's a little funny. Little bug there. I'm sure they're aware of it, and patches are coming, and so on and so forth. But I don't think that they contain spoilers. Like when I looked at the screenshot or the texture, it didn't look like there was anything spoilery. It was just kind of a generic. I think it was the screenshots that Leth posted on Twitter. But anyway, let's jump back here into the marrow. Hopefully I didn't forget what I was doing or lose my sense of direction. Oh, that's right. So we have tools to play with, and we also have transportation to the left. So I feel like if I can go back to the Moss Grotto, then I'd like to finish exploring it if I haven't already. So I'll spend some time doing that. But first, let's see what we got in terms of tools. So I have my compass here. There we go. Okay, so you can run without a tool. So this slot is just for, I see. So the symbols above indicate which slot they would occupy. So, right, you can only have one of these at a time. So let's see here. So this is the greed charm, and then this one lets you see where you're going. Okay. And then, yeah, these are just static items here. So let's get back to business. Learn how the movement feels again. I saw, I guess you could call it a meme. I think it was on Twitter, but it was indicating the difficulty of the game. There was like, it was saying there was two kinds of Silksong players. One was like an anime girl crying and saying, "Silksong, the game is too hard." And then another one was a anime guy laughing maniacally saying, "Silksong is hard." Oh, that's interesting. She calls it. I think I would fall in the latter camp. So like I said, I'm excited for the challenge here, but it's interesting how she doesn't seem to have a previous relationship with this creature, yet it immediately comes when she calls. So could be some history between these two, or maybe that'll be explained later. It doesn't seem like it can talk. Let's try here. Let's go to Bone Bottom. That is so cool. Aw. Don't worry. Beast! Beast! Horrible beast! Well, let's see if she still reacts when I do this. Nope, she's frozen solid. I don't seem to be able to talk to the Bell Beast. So I'm hitting down and it's bringing up this menu. So it looks like they changed, from Hollow Knight you could only hit up to interact with people and travel and like shop points and stuff. I think it was like that anyway, so they changed it. Let's see if you have any new dialogue. This camp seems in poor condition, good bug. With the lands around turning deadly, I'd worry for its safety. Aye, we surely aren't seeing its finest moment, but this place has been serving us passing bugs for as long as any can remember. It's faith, you see. All those pilgrims, now and past, our devotion holds it together. The camp will remain, and provide no matter the troubles. Must be terrifying out there, beyond the settlement. Nothing but monsters and madness lurking in the darkness. I've heard tales of a safe place, though, just above here. Where the moss paints the stones green, there's an old village. Bit of a holy place, apparently. Well protected. I visited the settlement you speak of. It was built around a burial spire, corpse home to an ancient weaver. It is hardly safe, though. The terrain is treacherous, and predators prowl its commons. I advise you avoid that place. Oh, I see. Of course. Nowhere really is free of danger, is it? That's just the way for us pilgrims. Okay, so that seems to be the cap on that character's dialogue. What was your name? Little Pilgrim. Okay, I'm trying to remember these names. Just so I can reference who I'm thinking of when I need to. And I haven't tried this elevator yet. I remember this place! Okay. So I didn't try this elevator out of hesitation. But it turns out it was completely fine. And I imagine it'll go back down the same, by the same method. But that's boring, so let's do it the fun way. Ah, that still plays the animation.
Yonara.
What duty binds you to this old chapel, madam? The structure barely stands, and I see no signs of congregation. Aye, gone, the lot of them, fled and hidden. But I'm not leaving till I've set this place right. It's that citadel above, you see. Even now, in Farloom's long decline, the simple bugs, they're witless before it. Too grand, too majestic, too powerful. This building state is a sad example of those who dare to suggest another path. Few are as foreign as you, hunter dear. Visit me when you care. I'll look forward to hearing how your steps might shake our world. Oh ho, yes. Yes, I've read that before. So what was this way? So let's see here. We have our map. Okay, and we can finally see ourselves. And in my excitement, I forgot to check back to see how the map worked, but glad to see. What if I double tap? Okay, there we go. So it looks like Bone Bottom is a town, and the travel points refer to the towns, but not the area itself, which I should have expected because that's how it worked in Hollow Knight. So if I understand correctly, we are still in Moss Grotto here. Okay, and I recognize that's the boss fight with the Moss Mother. Okay. When it comes to Hollow Knight, I can pretty much remember every place just by seeing a screenshot of the area, of the room. Oh wow, it was a long drop. I imagine as time goes on, we'll be able to build that same intuition with Silksong. Okay, so when we fall down that hole next time, we want to hold to the left. Still have to pick these up manually. This isn't the beginning yet, so I'm gonna try to track back, see if I've missed anything. Doesn't look, from my analysis of the map so far, it doesn't look like I've missed anything, but you never know. if some of these walls were actually breakable. Right, and I have this move. Oh, that's cool. This enemy tries to get above you and then dive downward. Okay. I think this looks like kind of a secret. Nothing here. It'd be interesting if it turned out there was nothing here. That looks like something. I'm going all the way back to the beginning. Okay. So we can either go up to the ruined chapel or up to Bone Bottom. I'm gonna assume that there's nothing else here, just for now. Ooh. You got me. Good one. Alright, let's see how we traverse this. Ooh. Okay, see ya. Oh! And this is our first... Okay, so this is our first thing that we missed. And it's also the first time I've seen these batches of grapes, I think is what they look like. So... Oh, you just pick them up. Mossberry. Sweet fruit that grows in moist environments. Its seeds are toxic to most creatures. Okay, so it's a collectible. I imagine you can get more than one. Maybe an analog to a rancid egg? I don't know. Could be one of those things where most people don't immediately see the value of it, and then it turns out that it was not really that helpful all along. I think most people, while playing Hollow Knight, didn't really understand what the rancid eggs did, which is totally understandable, but even when they finished the game, there's a chance they still didn't like naturally come across the use of rancid eggs, and they had to kind of like look it up. Huh. So this is where the fall was. Almost seems like they expected rancid eggs to be a lot more, Oh, you know what we could do here? We could lead this guy to this side. And then... Ooh! Oh no, you hit it. Okay, that's right. So I was on the right track. There we go. Okay, so this is just goes in a circle. It looks like there's a interesting feature to the right there. Whoa, I didn't mean to fall that far. See here. Oh! Okay, we'll take our time here. There we go. Not sure if I explored this side. No, I don't think I did. That makes a really nice ringing sound. when you hit it. So that looks like the Weaver's face with the 3 eyes. Probably gonna be an important area later. I have no idea how to open that yet. Okay, you're dead. Let's see here. So I'd rather go back to Bone Bottom. Okay, I'm gonna stick to the left here. Let's see what we got. Okay, there's no dream slashing yet. I wonder if that's gonna have an analog in this game. Wow! That's a lot of rosaries. Seems like that's all that was here. Okay. Well worth it. I'll have to go back around, but that's no problem. Good time to practice our platforming, I guess. Just gonna try to evade these guys. Oh, surprised I couldn't grab that edge there. Yeah, I can't really seem to grab it. Oop. Okay. And this heals me, right? It does. Okay. Wonder if there's anything else in the ruined chapel. I don't think there would be. Doesn't look like there's a lot of places to hide things. Again, that's probably a door for later. But this, I guess if you get a wall jump, which I imagine there's going to be, you would be able to ascend this elevator shaft here and find a secret, much like in the original game. Okay, and so I want to zoom out here. Okay, so it looks like there's the drop there next to where it says Bone Bottom. I don't really have a way to use a pointer or anything, but it looks like that's a one-way drop. So we couldn't actually go up. That's what it seems like anyway. Man, that never gets old. Trying to see where that drop is. Right here. Yeah, so it doesn't look like you can actually jump out. So let's take this shortcut back up and let's see if we can go to the left here. Because ideally, I'd like to finish exploring this area before I move on to bigger and better things. There was kind of a platforming section here that I ignored. Let's see. Okay. Okay, that's what I was looking for. I don't think I could have made it up here without bouncing off their heads. Alright, and then we're going to have to make this very tight jump. Okay. Those cages don't look interactable. Ooh. Okay. And, well worth the exploration. This is a wall, yeah. Okay, so that'll stop any rogue rosaries from escaping us. And I think that's gonna be it. down there. Alright, so let's see what's over here. So if we fell, we would just fall back to Bone Bottom, or whatever that village is called, I suppose. Oh, oh, oh! Okay. Okay. I've seen this. Wow! That does too. So the bosses really are bossy. Wow. Okay, some of the shots actually can travel underneath or around the platform. So I'm gonna have to... Let me see if I have a more advantageous position here. It's kind of a narrower platform, so I'm not really sure about that. So it looks like a lot of this. This is just the boss fight. Wow. Ooh. Okay, so what happened there? I collided with its body, which I think did 3 masks of damage. So getting hit by the spit did 2, but actually getting hit by its body did 3. So I will try to run it back. I did that initial platforming part pretty smoothly, but usually there's beginner's luck involved in things like that. My soundbar just turned off, so I hope the the sound still comes through while I readjust it. There is a bench in this town, I believe. So let's actually sit on that because it's a shorter distance. Yeah, and it looks like the town is called Bone Bottom. I want to see if I can climb on top of the... Nope. Maybe get on top of the elevator to expedite things a little bit. Okay. Oh. Okay, so I guess we find out what happens. Didn't expect that second, whatever that was called. Does this kill me? Oh. That's a much more graceful way to handle elevators. So in Hollow Knight, if you stood underneath an elevator, it would stop, but then it would start going back up again. In this game, they just made it to where it doesn't waste your time. There's no other way to say it. Okay, so let's aggro you, and then let's try to... Oh, okay, so I actually have to fight one of them. I have to kill one of them and then focus on using the other one to get up there. I imagine this boss is akin to the brooding Molech from the initial game. Here, let's grab this guy. Oh man. The brooding Molech was an early game boss that you weren't really supposed to find. I'm not sure if this counts as spoilers or not, but I'll try to keep spoilers to a minimum. But anyway, you could reach it early on, and didn't have that much health, so I'm hoping this boss is the same, to where I don't have to spend a billion years fighting it. Okay. Okay, let's try to get enough silk to heal back up. Okay, one more hit, I'll be able to heal. It's gonna be tight. Okay. Yeah, that'll hit me. Okay, I need to get one more hit. Okay, and that actually counts as a hit on an enemy, which is good. I want to find a platform with enough height to where I can jump like this and hit it without putting myself in danger. But it doesn't seem like, even this one is as low as it is, it doesn't really give me that perfect sweet spot. Okay. No use in rushing. And she does jump according to how long you hold the button. It's interesting, I noticed that her horns are partly part of her hurt box. Let's actually see if we can jump from the... No, it doesn't look like we can jump from the floor. But yeah, the bottom half of her horns are actually part of her hurt box, and then the top half don't seem to be tangible. So it is a little bit tricky to stay out of trouble. Okay. It's a great thing we can heal up there. Its movement is so side to side that I have to really like time the maneuver. I can't really explain it. But this seems to be working. Nope. Okay, we had enough time there, luckily. Okay, and that visualization let us know we had another heal, which is perfect. Okay, it seems to attack kind of fast, randomly. Not fast, but more frequently. Like sometimes it'll take its time to do another attack, and then other times it'll attack kind of like in a... It's like a difference of like a fraction of a second, but enough to trip me up. Potentially. Nope. Okay, that's fine. Just gonna reset here. Yeah, see, it seems to attack when I attack it. Or maybe it's more likely to, anyway. Okay, we need to get a few more hits. One more. we'll be able to heal. Okay. Don't want to hold to the edge too far or else she'll accidentally climb down. There we go. Or climb up, I should say. I seem to have caught that beast shard accidentally. Kind of spoiling the drama there. Look at all these shell shards here. You're gonna make me work for them, huh? Collecting them is probably harder than killing the boss. I wonder if there's any other reward for that. Maybe the reward is getting to go to this area. It looks like I should have explored more, but this door could have potentially been closed if I had tried to go this way during the boss fight, but so that could have been a completely optional boss fight. An old stone gate with a simple keyhole. Interesting. Did anyone catch that boss's name? Did it have a name? I'm not sure. And I hear that special sound effect from the original game. The mask shard sound effect. Oh. It's the same sound effect for mask shards in this game. That's so cool. They don't need to explain that. Everyone already knows. We've been collecting heart pieces and mask shards for Lord knows how long. Okay, we don't have a map for this area, but it looks like that's all that's here. So yeah, that took some concentration. Its shots could go diagonally, so they could kind of, and you noticed some of the platforms were tapered on the right side. I wonder if there's anything if we drift that way. So the platforms could sometimes allow the shots to sneak underneath and hit you. Okay, so let's take a look at whatever this beast shard is. It's not an equipable chunk of hardened material found in the shells of great beasts. Can be broken into individual shell shards for use in crafting. Breaks into 140! You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save at least one of these for a rainy day. One of each of these. And if we can't afford something, we'll just crack into our reserve. This is cool. So this is kind of like how you could collect relics in Hollow Knight, but then sell them to Lem. But it would be a way to store your wealth in a way to where you don't lose it if you die. If you die twice and you fail to collect your shade. In this game, it looks like they've addressed that complaint, because it seemed to be a complaint from many people, by just allowing you to hold on to these items on in your inventory. Very nice. See if you have any new dialogue after that boss kill. Doesn't look like it. And I remember you. You have things to sell us. Peb. Alright. Looks like I'm not in a hurry to buy mask shards. Let's read these descriptions here. Magnetite, brooch. This stone's a beauty, isn't it? They say it'll help you gather up rosaries on the road ahead. You'll come back and share some with me, won't you? Mask shard. Just a piece of something greater, but finely crafted. You should take it with you, traveler, for luck. Craft metal. A rare find this, shinier than faith and harder than a craggler's hide. A skilled craftsbug could fashion something nice out of it, if they've got the knowledge. So, this game's pale ore, but it's so cheap, at least for now. Wonder if it's gonna stay that way. Simple key, seems like just a key, but who knows what it'll unlock. I reckon it's from the Citadel, so it must open the way to something holy. And a rosary string. Oh, that's interesting. Are we trading rosaries for more rosaries? Loose rosaries filling your pockets? I can string them up safe, so you won't go losing them. Ah, I see. Might seem a simple art, but it takes some talent to keep them properly secure. So a rosary string, if I remember correctly, is worth 120. Or I'm sorry, the last time we had one of these, it was 30. Let's actually check. Frayed rosary string. Okay, so these are 30, and then the complete ones. Let's actually give this a shot. So I think it'll be 80. There might be kind of a tax or a cost of labor associated with letting her string it up. Well, let's see. So we have 127 now. This costs 80. So we should end up with 47. Okay, and then let's see how much it contains. 60, yeah. So the price of stringing them up is 20. Man. I mean, with the difficulty rise in this game, it could be worth utilizing this mechanic, but so far it doesn't seem like it's going to be necessary. Let's get some of our money back. Well, before that, let me see if I want any of this stuff even. I'm not in a rush to get, like, health and damage upgrades. More, I'm going to be targeting these key items. They say it'll help you gather up rosaries. Oh, so this is looks like a trinket, or whatever this game calls them. That lets you gather up money from a distance, kind of like the Gathering Swarm in Hollow Knight. But I would imagine it replaces our compass here. So what are these called? Tools. Okay, I have to get in the habit of calling them that. Donate, gather, and hunt. So this is the quest board. Last time we came upon it, it didn't contain anything, but it looks like this guy finished building it, so let's see what he has to say about that. Flick. Oh, back again?
The wish wall is up, ready for all the poor souls who've been left behind down here. In Farloom, wishes are granted to those truly devout, or so they say. And there ain't no harm in us dregs having wishes too. Why, I even went and added a little wish of my own to the wish wall. Fair is fair. I did build a thing. Seems like the kingdom should be granting my wish before anyone else's. Ha ha ha. Did you take a look at the wish wall? You might have noticed I added a cheeky little wish of my own. Fair is fair.
Okay, we get the idea. Let's see what we got. Okay, so this is his, I suppose. Flick of Bone Bottom. Okay, so it says the name of the person who posted the quest. So he wants a lot of repairs to be done around here, but I need more materials. All I wish for is some shell shards so I can get to work. Not asking too much, am I? Donation of 200. So that's kind of like an investment in the... I wish there was an easy way to check how many shell shards I had. 307 out of 400. So is that 400 indicating a cap? It might be. So since we're coming up on that, I think I'll actually go ahead and just fulfill this wish. And the town could see improvements as we fill out these quests here. Okay, sweetness, sourness, bitterness. I need it all in with hastiness. If you have the precious fruits, come to me in Mossholm and share all you have. Druid of Mossholm. Now that wasn't the old lady. I think she had a different name. Wish promised. Okay, so promising a wish just means you accept the responsibility of fulfilling it, I suppose. Garb of the pilgrims, the residents of Bone Bottom. Those mad, violent pilgrims who haunt the great path. We could make use of their shawls here in Bone Bottom, and felling them would surely be a mercy. And the reward is just rosaries, but we know how hard those are to come by. Okay, let's see if he has any new dialogue.
Well, look at that! You've gone and donated all those shell shards, just like I wished for. I can scarcely believe it. Those shards are valuable, all right. Brilliant for crafting and fixing. Very versatile. More than that, though, it was a warm thing you did. The sort of kindness you don't see too much in this weary place.
Was this kindness? I must take care to learn of this land and claim what advantage I can from it. Answering requests like yours can often fit those ends.
Oh, it's like that, is it? Well, even still, the help's well appreciated, miss. Best of luck in your travels, and may every wish of yours be granted. Common stuff, shell shards, but very practical. I can use them to patch almost anything up, and this camp's always in need of some mending.
Okay. So who was that moss lady that they were talking about? They said in Mossholm, but let me just walk over here real quick. Just to remember what that old lady's name was. I don't want to have to keep calling her the old lady. Chapel maid, right? So it said something of Mossholm, Lady of Mossholm, or something like that. So we'll keep an eye out for that character. And I think we'll just head on over to... No, come back. I wonder how you get it to come back. There we go. So we'll head on over to back to the travel area. Well, actually, I could just travel with the bell beast. Let's get in the habit of doing that. And let's see if this little pilgrim got used to the company. Looks like they left. Wake up! Oh. I didn't expect to be able to hit it. Aw. I wonder if you can aggro it by doing this enough. Ah, well. In Hollow Knight, there was a certain fighting dummy that you could hit over and over again. It seemed like a lot of hits, but eventually it did spawn, or it did trigger an event to happen, so you never know. So that way... Oh, what's wrong? Seemed upset about something. How do you pet it? You can hit it, but you can't pet it? That's not right, Team Cherry. What are you doing? Anyway, so this is where we left off. Can't make it sound like the first time, huh? Well, we did get a lot of stuff done. We, satisfied our curiosity with exploring the early area, and even killed an early, or perhaps mid-game boss, I'm guessing, based on how long it took. Maybe not in the most flashiest of ways, but certainly still proud of that accomplishment. And we learned about rosaries, I guess, and tools a little bit more. So next time, I'm going to be going to the right and seeing what's all over there. There is still the moss area that is called Moss Home to explore. And there could still be stuff there, but the marrow looks like it's just itching for scoping out. So, until then, I will see you next time.